We here? Yeah, yeah. I'm right back at you like I never left, and I'm gonna go this hard to my last breath. Excuse me. As a little Kenny Russell, Canoom comes to a moon. You already know what you're gonna get when you step in this room. You're now dealing with Canoom. Yeah, yeah, I'm here. And while I'm here, I'm gonna make the information direct and clear because a lot of y'all can't hear. Yeah, yeah. Now, welcome back to Make My Ancestors Great Again. This is another episode of My Thoughts. This is My Thoughts 186, and the title is correct. This is the reincarnation of Jesus the Christ. Now, this happens um, very often. Um, every so many decades, or sometime they'll just run concurrent, one after the other, or simultaneously, you'll have these characters in different parts of the universe preying on the weak, not praying, 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 Prey. See, pray and pray is two different things. You prey on the weak with the Prey. You pray for the weak, Pray. Okay. So what they're doing is pray as when you the stronger devours the weak. So you see this happens all the time. You had a gentleman in the 70s, Jim Jones, and he had the largest mass suicide in the world. He was Jesus, you see. Then you had a little man named David Koresh with the Branch Davidians in the 90s. He was Jesus the Christ, the God, you see. You had a gentleman before that. He went on a spree of murders, roughly 1969, 1970. Charles Manson. Yes, people um, refer to him as the second coming of this Jesus the Christ. You see, all these diabolical people, they have one thing in common. They look um, from people's understanding, roughly they look like the dead white man on the cross that people have propped up in front of you that say that that was Jesus. Okay, now this is in the 2000s. A gentleman named Alan John Miller or AJ Miller in Australia. He woke up at 33 years old and he started remembering that he was Jesus the Christ of 2,000 years ago. You see? So I seen this and I said, I gotta make a comment, man. I got something to say about this. So let's look at the video. I don't own it. This is from an interview. When people found out about this and the things he was doing, he had a shelter and all this type of stuff with a lot of land, and he's trying to, well, he did segregate himself from the world, so to speak. That becomes dangerous. Red flags go up to people who follow cults and cult-like behaviors. Okay, so he came to these people attention and they did an interview on him. So let's check it out. He found a lady named Mary. He was just so happened to be counseling her parents. She's 13 years younger than this gentleman, and her name is Marin Susan Luck. And he told her she was Mary Magdalene. Now he got all his followers and apostles. He told them they were there at the crucifixion. Some of them tried to help in the bloody crucifixion. So he's guilt tripped at a lot of these people, put them up under guilt, said you were there and this and that. Yes, you were. And he, because when you tie on people emotions and pull on their emotions, you can manipulate them. And he's preying on them. Prey. Okay. Let's look at the video. I don't own it. You can find it and watch it whatever you can in its entirety. Let's look at Jesus, the reincarnation of Jesus. This is the gentleman here.
Alan John Miller, but I'm actually Jesus.
I remember all of the events of my crucifixion. I understood what was going on. I understood the reason for my death.
And he's collecting disciples. Miller has convinced them that they were with him at his crucifixion.
Just went to get the spike and smash it into his hands, and just so much love that came from him, so I couldn't do it.
It was excruciating to watch basically the annihilation of the person that I love the most.
Whenever I think about him now, I just cry. I'm starting to have a soul, like an emotional realisation of who he is.
Now, right from the rip, these stories that he's portraying never happened in human history. This Jesus the Christ, it's never been nobody named that. So see, you can manipulate and take the stories and do with them as you please. These people think that that really happened one time in human existence. It never did. So he's taken a pictorial version, which is just a picture form of this crucifixion, and he's with narrative stories attached to him. It's already done. It's been done. It's called the Bible. He's embedded in their head through indoctrination that they were there and they're the ones that helped crucify him, you see. So this, um, I can give you an example like when the Passion of the Christ came out, when Mel Gibson did that. It would shut theaters down everywhere. It was so brutal. People thought it had so much validity on it. They were reliving what happened to this Christ. And a lot of times they wanted to pull the doors of the theater shut. A lot of people found it very offensive to try to relive it so vivid like that. And he caught a lot of scrutiny for it because the realism, see, as long as people believe that this is real, it is real. But for historical um, consequence or for historical value, this never took place anywhere on the planet. Never. That's a fact. Let's continue.
I'm on the way to Mergen in country Queensland to 2 days of teachings by Yeshua ben Joseph, or Jesus.
Yeshua ben Joseph means Yeshua, that's Jesus. Ben means son, and Joseph. So it's Jesus, the son of Joseph, or Yeshua, as the Hebrew and the Israelites refer to him as, supposed to be the original name. Yeshua ben Joseph. Jesus, the son of Joseph, whatever the case may be.
It's a gathering of the faithful from around the world.
Well, welcome along. I'm Jesus, this is Mary. And so what we want to do today is talk about addictions and bribery and fear, threats and blackmail. I can feel that many of you are still in addictions with regard to your development towards God. I've got all of these emotional injuries. I will feed them with my truth. These things are not going to go away from you just by you getting baptised.
To me, these words sound like rehashed New Age.
Right there. It's nothing more left to this video, but I want you to see right there. You might have missed that. Now, Jesus came back 33 years. It took him to remember. At 33, said, okay, now I remember who crucified me and what happened. When he was 33 years old, this gentleman is almost 60. He wears shorts. He wears short sleeve shirts. Jesus of Nazareth wore a robe. He never got hot or cold, to my knowledge. This gentleman has on glasses. He can't even see. He's not wearing those for just like they specs and you just wearing them for a fashion statement. Like these here. These are not seeing glasses. These are just, I want to put the specs on for urban look, if you will. I like to have certain specs. I've always been into sunglasses or just regular glasses. These don't have any the sunglass lens in them. I just like glasses. Okay. This gentleman is wearing them because he's visually impaired. You see that? Look at him. Now, not only did Jesus come back in an older state, nothing has been renewed. He don't have any power. He's powerless, or he lost some of his power. He can't see very well. He's almost 60. So the Jesus Christ of Nazareth, or Nazareth, Galilee, and all this, whatever you want to call it, he died in his prime. Okay. He was 3 years into his ministry. He was the strongest ever. He had the biggest following at the time. This man is falling and going downward in the stages of life. He's almost 60. He founded a young lady, 13 years his senior, which means that's 13 years younger than he is. And he, through indoctrination, let her believe that she's Mary Magdalene, which was a whore. Couldn't even pick nobody else. But Mary was mentioned more times in the Bible than anyone else, including all the apostles, his mother, and anything else. This Mary Magdalene was mentioned a lot of times in the Bible. So coincidentally, you are Mary Magdalene, and now that's his girlfriend. They make love together, and they go on. They had seminars and say they were making love for 2,000 years in a spiritual life. You see, so this man is a damn fool. He's a goddamn lie. He's full of crap. Excuse my language, but I have to. This burns me up that people are so gullible they'll let anybody prey on them. He's getting money sent from people all across the world to fund his nonsense he can't even see, but they believe that this man can see their future and things of that nature. He's visually impaired. Again, he has on prescription glasses. This is a damn shame and a joke. All them elderly women he's separating from their husbands. I watch a lot of this stuff. I'm a people's watcher. He separate um, marriages. Is that your soulmate? This, that, and the third. Quite naturally, the woman start listening to him, and they have a distaste for their husband because they found Jesus, and he writes some old crap on the board. I'm Jesus. Deal with it. Fine, sir. Kind man. Sit your silly old uh, 12 o'clock shadow having ass. He looked like a fake Knight Rider. He looked like a washed up Baywatch man. This man is silly as hell. But if you're dumber than he is, he can manipulate you on that. That's my thoughts on the video. We're going to look at a lot of these characters this week because there's many and tons of them that you might not have known about. This is A.J. Miller, Alan John Miller, The Reincarnation of Jesus. It's Lil Kenny Russell, Kanoom Consort Moon. You already know what you're going to get when you step in this room. Now then, look, Kanoom. This is what I do. And I love to do it. And before I take back what I said, I add some more to it. I don't care how you take this. This is to take religion away from these fools. He has put this down as a non-religious group because the guy put the heat on him when he did this interview and said he was very dangerous because he separate homes and things of that nature. He seclude them out there in this ranch, big ranch. He said he had 6,000 acres that somebody was going to give him, and he was going to develop for free because he got money coming in from all across the world. So now he's changed it to the divine truth, non-religious, just answering questions for people. But don't get it confused. This is a cult. He's receiving money. He's ripping marriages apart, even elderly women. He has no respect for no one, not even you. And this man should be stopped. Okay? Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I thank you for watching. Education and preparation is the first step to retaliation. So before you pick up a weapon or a silly religion such as this, pick up some knowledge. This is not to take religion away from you. This is to restore spirituality, which was taken from you at the time religion was given to you. If these people knew who they were spiritually, they wouldn't dare let a man who's damn near blind, visually impaired, he's old as hell, tell them that he is the reincarnation of Jesus with no power, without any knowledge. He don't have it. He didn't better himself through reincarnation. He's only failing. That's that on that one. Yeah, yeah.